Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you my 5-back custom tactics. Now, it won't let me change my squads. Whenever I do it, it keeps doing this. It says failed to retrieve the list of squads from the server. I don't know if it's just an issue with the servers right now or anything. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to build the tactic live in front of you, go over how I would have it set up, and obviously explain it throughout. These are some of the players I've got in my team. Quite like Schweinsteiger. If you look that play styles he's got, those are two of the best midfield ones you can have. The rest of his play style is pretty good. He's a bit slow at this point in the game, but a good all-round card. 5-star weak foot's nice. Socrates, I've only played a couple of games with him, but you can tell straight away what a card's like, really. Socrates, very good. Feels a bit clunky, and honestly, for me, I don't know about you guys, I feel like technical is nowhere near as good as it was at the start of the game. I feel like there's way more defensive play styles that counter it, and it just feels like it takes forever to kick in. It's just not as good. Benzema, he was very good in the couple of games I played, got a hat-trick in one. That finesse, very, very good still. Not clunky either, pretty solid card. I feel like on this game at the moment, balance in general is key. Having good play styles is pretty important. And on this post patch, I feel like 5-back is still a pretty viable one. I've seen quite a few people playing it. So for the sake of this video, like I said, we're going to build the tactic. Now, like I say, it won't let me build a separate one, so we're going to have to do it in here. Now, there's a few options for 5-backs. 5-4-1 for me is a bit too defensive. Like, I wouldn't really want to go into that from the start. You could maybe see it as like a see out the game type of tactic, but I think it's a bit too much in terms of you're not really going to be able to create enough in it. Maybe if you had lots of stay for. Are you sick to death of getting out teamed on FC24? Want that God squad you've always been dreaming of? Check out iggm.com today. The best and most reliable place to get coins for your ultimate team. Use the link in the description and code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out iggm.com today. Yeah, 5-2-2-1, pretty solid. It's a little bit like the 4-3-2-1, but you lose one of the midfielders for a centre back. 5-2-1-2, that's pretty good. It's like the narrow about the DM, but put him into centre back. Obviously, you get a bit more attacking fullbacks. 5-3-2 is pretty good as well. I'm going to, for the sake of this, say the 5-3-2. The key to it's obviously the fullbacks. So what we'd do here is we'd have Schweinsteiger. He would move there, and we'd put Hullet there at centre back. This is just showing you if it was my team. Generally speaking, in a formation like this, you want your fastest players up front. You want really fast fullbacks, and if you've got a lot of attackers, you'll probably put one of them as an outside centre mid. The wing backs, two key things that you'd want in this: whipped pass. Whipped pass is huge in this 5-back because your wing backs are going to get up and down the pitch a lot. So you're going to want wing backs who can actually cross, actually get in behind and make some chances, to be honest. If they get in behind, you want them to have good crossing. Without whipped pass, crossing tends to be pretty bad. The obvious ones on the centre backs are anticipate, jockey, bruiser, intercept, the good defensive ones. Midfield, you're going to have lots of times where you're going to be able to spread the ball about. Long ball and pink pass, two of the best, in my opinion, is one of the things that makes Schweinsteiger so good. Long ball, where your midfielders is going to allow you to just ping it and switch it constantly. For the strikers, some of the ones I like: rapid, quick step, technical. Not as good as it was, to be fair, though. Finesse, Benzema's finesse, very, very good. I'd probably have Mbappe on the right, shoot on his right, to fair, and Benzema can come inside and use either foot. Anyway, I've got the 5-star weak foot Benzema. But yeah, for me, I would have a team set up like this. You could go free out and out mind midfield, but the position that, or three positions that I think are pretty key that you have to make sure they're very specific type players. Your CDM has someone with good passing who's also good defensively to anchor the team, and then your wing backs need to be quick and have whipped pass. If they don't, it's definitely going to hinder you. In terms of the formation, I'd honestly, on 5-back, it's not often I do this, but on 5-back, I would lower it to 30 width. I would keep it at 55 depth. 55 depth is a fairly good hybrid, in my opinion, of the press at 71 and the lack of press at 40. Build-up play, I would still go balanced direct passing. For me, the direct passing pins teams back, makes players make good runs, and you can still override it with L1 and R1. For the width, I'm probably going to go like 45 here. You could go 40 or 45, but you're going to get a lot of natural width from the wing backs anyway. You want the wing backs to push up, create the width, and have an overload in the middle. That's very hard for people to defend. So I think that works quite well there. In terms of the instructions, I would probably keep these unbalanced and stay forward. I don't think you need them to stay central because there could be quite a gap between the wings where the wing backs are and them. So you want them to be able to move into the channels a bit. I would probably have cover wing on your outside centre mids because the wing backs in this formation can really push up. You see that it says defend the open wing if the teammate isn't marking. So it's not like if you have cover wing on that the centre mids are just going to always go sit out wide and leave a gap in the middle. They're only supposed to do it if there's a gap on the wing, which you probably will find happens a bit during this formation. Your middle centre mid, cut passing lane, stay back, cover centre. It's important for me that you have at least one midfielder anchoring that. He's on stay back. He'll still get forward a bit, but it's going to allow you to have someone to protect you a bit. Wing backs, I would say balanced overlap. I think that works quite well. I think join the attack is very aggressive. You could go step up on the centre backs if you want to be really aggressive, but I think this generally works quite fine. In terms of the more aggressive, if you want to go press after possession loss, I would up the width slightly to 35, maybe even 40 again. You'd be up in the depth to 71. You can see here, as soon as the text changes from 70, 71, your backline will be high and vulnerable, it says, but its team's going to put a lot more pressure on. I would probably lower the width to 40, maybe even 35, but I think something fairly low. So you've got a lot of men in the middle. Your wing backs are still going to give you that natural width. I wouldn't be going changing the build-up or direct passing. I don't think that's needed. I think they work pretty well in general. And then for the instructions, I would go stay central on the strikers. I think stay central in this because you're trying to win the ball more aggressive out the pitch. You want them in the middle to be able to quickly counter-attack. I don't think I would go get forward on either of the centre mids. I don't think that's needed yet. I'd potentially, if you felt like you won't get enough options, go balanced on the middle centre mid. And then this one, because you're trying to be quite aggressive, get back into the game, I'd go join the attack on the wing backs. You do, like I say, need wing backs with whipped pass. You probably also want ones with high stamina. This position, the wing back that gets up and down, is probably the worst position on the game for losing stamina. So good stamina and relentless can make a big difference. And then work rates that are going to help them get back. Davies doesn't seem to have it, but he just seemed to get back. I don't know. But work rates do seem to matter a bit more this year. Hopefully this has helped you out. If you've got any questions, anything you're not sure about the formation, do let me know. Appreciate you guys watching. As always, keep it spicy. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.